Good morning, collective. It is Jewel of the Dawn back with another reading, and we're going to look into our healing message today. I'm outside again because it's raining. Y'all know I love it. So let's just get straight into it. So I've already pulled the healing messages cards. At the bottom of the deck, we got the artificial heart. We got the sacrifice. This seems to be our constant energy here. Next up is the gilded regret, and then the envious gluttony. So last energy healing reading, we talked about somebody having a dark entity attached to their head in the disguise or under the guise of it being a crown. It controls their movements and their thoughts. Also seeing it here, also seeing it here, even here. Hell, even the sacrifice has on a helmet. Last night in the twilight session, it showed up again, but it showed up for masculine energy. Some type of childhood abuse and trauma. Some he speaks on, some he doesn't. And that's when I knew, because I already was feeling I needed to do another healing energy reading anyway, but definitely after last night, after the twilight session, go check that out and see, because it might not be you, it might be someone you know, and you could pass the message along. You could watch for them. Just everybody needs to heal, but let's get into it. If this isn't someone who is an abuser, this is someone who may have been a victim of abuse and is distorted, and either by way of neglect or actual contribution has been somehow connected to someone else's abuse. Because, you know, hurt people hurt people. I definitely feel like this is a mother energy, like a mother who was also victimized. That might be, watch that twilight session video. Watch the twilight session video, because we talked about a mother who had a lot of shit going on with her and was a contributing factor to that masculine. See, I'm going to say this. While I was channeling a certain energy last night in that session, it could be multiple energies that I was pulling and picking up on. This feels like a mother. She was a sacrifice too. She was abused and victimized too. Now her heart is so distorted. She can't, like, it's like she can't even function right. That was the way it changed her. It distorted her heart, shut her heart off, blocked her heart. And there's been a lot of things that she's seen and done that she regrets. It's like she wants to come into the light so bad, but she can't. It's been going on for too long. Too much has happened. And maybe she doesn't want to. Maybe she's just that scorn. Envious gluttony, jealous-hearted, and got an envious spirit because of the light that she sees in others, because she could never tap back into the energy we talked about in the last video, the last healing video. The child you were meant to be, she can't tap into it. She's too far gone. She doesn't like that, and she's jealous of people who can. If it's a mother-daughter relationship, I feel like she definitely has some type of envy towards the daughter for whatever reason. If it's mother-son, she's jealous of him too, and always has her hand out because she's greedy for his attention, his affection, his finances, his time. She needs to consume it because her demons need to eat. Is that succubus energy? No love, artificial heart. That's why she needs him so bad. She feeds off of him and his love for her. She feeds off of anybody's love, really. But when it's a mother-child relationship, you know that child is going to give you that love. Most children, anyway. Without any condition, without any limitation. Very vengeful, spiteful. Sometimes covert, but it's an energy here that I'm seeing as not covert. Let's start clarifying. In some of my readings before my long couple years, few years, however long it was, hiatus on Facebook, I had a video, and I think I was just talking. It might have been a vlog video about spirituality. And I was talking about how, because I address God as Father, Mother God, because it takes a masculine and feminine energy to create life. So I was saying how Mother God is not pleased because the house is out of order. The feminine energy needs to be fixed and needs healing for sure, as well as the masculine. But the feminine energy needs to be fixed and needs to be put in its proper place. And this type of feminine energy right here that I'm picking up on, somebody who was once a victim but is now distorted, jaded, vexed, and stuck there, but it's also a shapeshifter energy. Like they play these roles. But this energy right here has got to go. This may be different archetypes of distorted feminine energy. We got the greedy, gluttonous woman. She'll do anything to win, to have by any means. The gilded regret. Someone who plays victim with that spider sitting on her shoulder. She's deceitful, manipulative. The artificial heart. This is a manipulative energy too. This is someone who's going to play love games relentlessly with no remorse. Heartbreaker in the worst way. And the sacrificial lamb. The person who is so hurt that everything is a battle and everything is war, because they always have to fight to defend and protect themselves because nobody did. But this can be a negative because everything is not a battle or war. Nobody could get in, and they'll slit your throat for the purpose of self-preservation. Cutthroat. And all of this energy could be embodied in one person, so don't get it twisted. Let's start with the artificial heart. Why is the artificial heart here? What's the message? Duality and inner journey. Because this person is fake, artificial. Say one thing, do it, and mean another. Act light, but really got a dark spirit and heart. Bipolar. Like I said, that heart chakra shut off. One side of their self is working, the other side is not. And they need to dig into that. They need to go into the dark side of themselves and shine a light in there and unpack. Discard of some things. Heal some things. Disinfect some things. Organize some things. Let's keep going. Sacrifice. That's a sacrifice card here. Ancient wisdom and home. When the ancient wisdom card came out, I felt and heard Akashic records. This is a bloodline issue. This is a generational curse, and the root of it needs to be found. And for some reason, with the imagery on the home card, I feel like something is buried somewhere, and somebody needs to go dig it up. This is something that has been going on for generations and generations and generations. Each generation has to have one of these in this particular bloodline. As you can see, I'm doing all of these individually, but then I'm going to put it together. Gilded regret. Why is this card here and what's the message? Movement into balance and creativity. That gilded regret energy, the person that's manipulative, that's a liar, like I said, with the spider, the web of deceit. This is somebody who's a creative, because in order to be a liar, you have to be quick-witted and quick-witted. And don't nobody steal my phrase. That play on words. You gotta be creative to be a liar. Let's look at her face. Yeah, somebody manipulative plays the victim. Balancing out the emotions. Because if you're hurt, you're hurt. And nobody could take that from you. This is a healing message. So I definitely don't want to sound negative or condescending when I'm speaking on these energies. But a spade is a spade. But you got to balance your emotions. Maybe some reconciliations, because that creativity has 3 cups on it. And the tarot card, one of the meanings of the 3 of Cups is reconciliation. Like I said, somebody is a liar. So somebody got some wrongs to right. And even if you lied on somebody, you need to right that wrong. If somebody lied on you, then you may or may not get that apology. But it's no reason to become and to distort or be distorted by the energies that hurt, abused, or victimized you. So even if you never get that apology, you got to move forward, balance your emotions, and heal that. Like I said, these two energies, the gilded regret and the artificial heart, are very similar. We talked about duality here with the day and the night, day and night, bipolarism, emotional disorders, mental disorders. I said bipolarism when I was talking about that that artificial heart. Envious gluttony. Why is this energy made it to the board? What's the message? Healing energy. Past, present, and future. Healing energy. That card is very dark, that maroon. For some reason, this is giving me like blood on somebody's hands, even though the color surrounding the hand is like a bloody type of red after it's been oxidized, if that's the word, for a while. But it's like a hand is imprinted, has made an imprint in blood because they were at the scene of the crime. Jealous-hearted, and will do anything, even get blood on their hands to get what they want. Past, present, and future. I need one more card. Struggle. This is another thing that gives me some type of generational energy with that past, present, and future. And envious because of struggle, but greedy or gluttonous because of struggle. What's at the bottom of the deck? Integration. Bringing everything together. Let's do that. I'm getting 2 senses of generational curses. On this hand here, this is a generational curse of struggle and of poverty. And through the generations of people being impoverished and struggling because they're impoverished, people have become treacherous. Healing energy is definitely required because it showed up specifically. People gotta, okay, I was about to say people gotta get their hands clean because it's blood on people's hands over money, over jealousy and envy, over feeling like enough is never enough. This is breaking generational curses of treachery and of illegal lifestyles. On the movie CB4, the real MC Gusto said he's 3 generations deep in gangsterdom. This is this type of energy. The real MC Gusto said, I am 3 generations deep in gangsterdom. Gangsterdom. 9 times out of 10, people go into gangster lifestyles and illegal lifestyles because of struggle. I'm trying to think of the terminology from my criminal justice class, or one of my criminal justice classes. I can't think of it right now. But it has everything to do with, I'm not going to say product of my environment, but the fact that you are living in poverty and struggling. Some people can't handle it and are driven to certain lifestyles where they're required to tap into certain energies and do certain things. And they think they're getting out of the struggle because of, what they have in the physical, but they're getting further down the rabbit hole spiritually because of the energy that they're tapping into and the things that they have to do in order to, quote unquote, overcome their struggling. The irony of that. Somebody's had 3 lifetimes back to back where they have incurred a bunch of karmic debt because of envy and gluttony. And currently they're struggling. It's a struggle to ascend. And it's a struggle to get out of karmic debt in each lifetime. You're kind of doing the same thing over and over and over. Neighbors coming. Another neighbor's out making noise. Now let's move on to the gilded regret. Like I was just talking about, 3 generations deep in gangsterdom, 3 lifetimes of regret, out of balance, wanting to be in balance, but don't know the first thing about how to get there. It starts with releasing emotional trauma. And some people just don't know how to let go. Turn into drinking. Alcoholism runs in someone's family. Or drug abuse, real bad. And there's a lot of regret there. There's been a lot of things seen, a lot of things said by somebody in this energy. And some of the things that they've done, like I said, blood on the hands dirty, tapping into negative energies because they feel that that's how they have to survive, comes with a lot of regret. Again, this dark entity is posing or disguising itself as a crown. Imagine your soul having to come back generation after generation after generation and still hasn't learned your karmic lesson. But this may be the lifetime that they at least try to move in a balance, or you're being called to. This lifetime right here, somebody is being called into balance. And it's like a grace that's being given with this 3 of Cups energy. I'm going to just call it how I see it. Like God is offering a bloodline a chance to come out of the envy and gluttony, whatever is causing the regret, being a sacrifice, being fake, 3 generations deep in gangsterdom, blood on the hands, drug abuse, alcohol abuse, wasting talents, I'm hearing, causing others emotional pain and trauma. God is allowing and actually calling for feminines, masculines even, and entire bloodlines. God is offering a cleansing. So you know how, like, and I don't want to get all into the details of this, but you know, they say only 144,000 are chosen going to heaven. Now all of a sudden they're associating that number with twin flame energy. I don't know. I wasn't here. I don't have the ancient wisdom. I just be tapping into energies and giving messages. I've never went to Hogwarts or any other ancient school. I don't know these things. But if there are 144,000 that are chosen, this is like a redemption song. This is a call to redemption for people outside of that chosen number to get right, to come back, to move into balance, to be cleansed, to heal, to wipe the slate clean, to be forgiven. Redemption song. But God ain't gonna make you move unless it's a major move of God. This is a call. You can come if you want to, like altar call at church. You can come. You can even come up here and request to get baptized and get cleansed. Will you come? Don't regret it this lifetime. Again, you already 3 generations deep in gangsterdom. Sacrifice. Like I said, blood on the hands will slit your throat. Remember I said that? Somebody has died because of the energies I'm talking about. Somebody's hands are dirty. Somebody knows things. Ancient wisdom. A crop circle. This is a crop circle. And X marks the spot. I want some more energy on this. Another card. Combining the energies of the sacrifice card being clarified with ancient wisdom at home. Can I get another card, please? Forgiveness. Very deep. So this is the lamb, the sacrificial lamb. That needs to forgive. If this is because the integration card was at the bottom of the deck the last go round. What's at the bottom now? Integration still amazing. I was just saying how all of these energies are starting to come together. So now we're at present day because this is the first. Let me see. I don't want to say this wrong. Would it be first, second, third generation? And now here we are, present day. This is present day though. And this person in this lifetime has the ability to clean the slate and set their bloodline free. They were the sacrifice. And now it's crazy because it's like, I feel like in the past, these past lifetime energies or, generations, the bloodline was inflicting pain on others. But then it turned on its own people. And there was one. And it may be one, like I said earlier, every generation. But there's one this generation that has the strength with the armor that's on that soldier in the sacrifice card, having been the sacrificial lamb, but they carry the ancient wisdom. It's in their blood. It's in their DNA. They are the home and the host of that ancient wisdom for their entire bloodline. So somehow they have the ability to tap in spiritually, energetically. And it's like they have the ability to forgive their family, but that forgiveness of their family for what they've done to them, their own family, what their family knew that was going on in the home, didn't protect them. If this person has the strength to forgive, it's going to cleanse this family history for at least going back 3 generations. Artificial heart clarified with inner journey and duality. So it's kind of like it's all on you. Victim, scorned, scarred person. It's all on you. How pure is your heart? Because if you're looking into spirituality for spiritual messages and guidance and not taking heed and talking sometimes for some people, because I'm big on duality, but some people like to talk all this love and light, but don't really talk about the darkness that they feel, and everybody feels it because it's light and dark in everything and everybody. And if you say you all love and light and no darkness, you a goddamn lie. I'm gonna look up the meanings because these are runes. Are runes not of the Celtic people? If somebody know about runes and about the Celtic people, I think those are the people who the runes belong to. Could you tap in and let me know? If you know what these runes mean or what they symbolize. Somebody has to go within their self. And it's crazy because it's a heavy burden. I can't even lie. Your personal healing journey and you being able to do your inner work and go on that journey, even to the darkest, deepest parts of yourself, healing your heart and forgiving people who've harmed you, family and otherwise, can cure and heal, disinfect your whole bloodline, going back like 3 generations. What a heavy cross to bear, because either way you look at it, you are the sacrificial lamb. No matter how you look at it, temple of my body, that inner work, parasite. I feel a message of this, like literally parasites in the body. Because a healing message, we're going to talk about physical matters as well. Somebody got parasites, a parasitic infection, and you need to attend to it. I don't know if they're going to travel to your brain, but if you could see those branches go to the brain. But like we talked about, that dark entity now moving into the spiritual. The head dress, the crown, is really a dark entity, which is a parasite. It has to live on you in order to live. It needs your energy. So, and I was just about to say this when this card came out, because I said either way it goes, you are the sacrificial lamb. It's kind of like you have to kill yourself, and not literally. Please don't nobody do that. But if something has been attached to you for so long, it's a part of you, and you gotta kill a part of yourself for your healing and for the cleansing of your bloodline. This parasite has got to go. So with this Calling the Storm card, this is the last war. This is the last battle in the war, excuse me, to confront the demons. You've been in darkness for so fucking long. You could see in the dark. You can call out demons, and it's time to do that. Half and half with the half moon phase on this card. What is the spiritual meaning of the number 30 or 3? 3 of Cups, coming back to God. See, there's a term that's used in the spiritual community, earth angels. But the earth angels would they not be fallen angels? Because angels belong in heaven. If you dig me, give me a like. If you are an angel and you are not in heaven, and you're not just down here on a mission and going back quickly, then you are a fallen angel. You're an angel nonetheless, but you've been stuck down here, and God is calling you home. So now you gotta fight, because all of the fallen angels, this is getting deep. All of the fallen angels didn't want to go back to heaven. Do your homework on the book of Enoch. There was a call to fallen angels to come home. You going home this time? Full moon or new moon energy on the card. Thorns, black flowers. Queen of the world. Are you going to let the things of this world, the things of the flesh, keep you bound to this world? Or are you going home? Earth angel. Can I get some energies giving insight on this black flower fragrance? I think I got the book for this deck. I'm going to read on that, and I'm going to read it to y'all. Give me a second, though. I do want to pull clarifiers. Black flower fragrance, excuse me. Black flower fragrance. Yeah. I was just feeling this. I didn't say anything, though. The things of this world is what I mentioned. Earth angel. Earth Angel. Are you stuck on Earth because your twin flame, another fallen angel, don't want to go home, and you trying to convince them to come home? Figuratively, literally, and spiritually. God is calling you home, and you've been trying to convince your partner, another earth angel that is way distorted and stuck. You've been trying to convince them to come home. God's calling us home. But like the story goes in the book of Enoch, the fallen angels were down here laying with the children, the daughters of men, having babies. The Nephilim. It gets deep. Emotional release, sacred space, joy. Are you a star seed? Because that would be a Nephilim, the seed of a fallen angel. And is that why you are the home of the ancient wisdom? Are you a fallen angel, an earth angel, who's trying to convince the twin flame, that flame, to come home? Because God's been calling y'all home for generations, but they're stuck, or they, not ready, however it resonates. Are you a fallen angel without a twin flame that's just caught up in the ways of the world? Queen of the world. There go that headdress under the disguise of a crown. Blood red dress. Stop letting this dark entity, this demon, this fallen angel, be a parasite and you be the host. Stop giving it your energy. Stop letting it control your movements. I'm hearing you could put lipstick on a pig, it's still a pig. Somebody is so dark and nasty and vile on the inside, but they dress it up real well. And they just think they the queen of the world, hot shit. Really infested with fucking parasites, and the parasites are fucking demons. And pride definitely cometh before the fall. This is a chopped off head. You don't learn this time, this lifetime right here, is fucking game over. Blinded by pain. You can't see the forest for the trees. And ain't gonna be no crying for you. This is the last chance for some. Because of obsession. Final energies of healing. Final energies. What's the message? Bottom of the deck. integration. I can't, that's amazing how many times that card has been. It's time for things to come together. Excuse me. You say I'm teaching, Spirit. Spirit teaching through me. Discernment. I'm hearing you gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, and know when to run. Because some people's twin flame, that other fallen angel, they're gonna come. Some aren't. Some people are gonna give up this gluttony and these worldly ways and this do anything for clout type of energy, getting it by any means, lie, kill, steal, and destroy type of energy. Some people are going to give it up. Some people are going to give up drugs. Some people are going to give up Jezebel, lustful energies, sex, and rock and roll. Some people are going to give up grudges. And some people aren't. So whatever you're attaching yourself to, whoever you're attaching yourself to, whatever decisions you're trying to make, you better hurry up and learn some discernment and get in tune. Because you can, I said 3 generations. You could cleanse 3 generations and bring back generational wealth and prosperity to your bloodline.